Hi all, it's Barb from Teal Craft Studio. I didn't change my sign, but that's okay. This is going to be a project share. I'll be right back. So we kind of went that way with it. It's the cup of share. I did share this in the gift my friend gave me. She went through and she purged a bunch of stuff and she gave it to me. So, but I wanted to do it in a video by itself, so if somebody didn't watch that and just watch the project share, they could still see it. I did this little ornament. She's always liked cardinals, so I thought she would like that. I started her a Dreaming Tree card, and I discovered it was missing elements. I don't know if it was a Design Space glitch or if I didn't put them all in there, and as a result I started to put it together wrong because I didn't pull the video out, so I didn't realize I missed pieces. So I just decided to do a different card for her, and I'll try that one at a later date. I did this one that I found in Design Space. So, and then I stamped it with a thing that says, "Wishing a fabulous Christmas to a very special mom." I kind of did this one so that it had a little bit of a 3D element with the wreath part. The wreath and the cardinal are both print and cut. So I made for my daughter. Now, it's another Dreaming Tree one. I've got a smudge on it and I'm not redoing it. My daughter will understand. It's fine. This part here was supposed to use something called Mylar, but I had this foiled acetate, so I decided to use that for the inside of the bell. And then I embossed the white panels with, there, see if I can get it a little closer. There you go, with a little snowflake embossing folder. That's for one of my daughters. This one's for my other daughter. These are, the first one was one I found in Design Space. These other ones are Dreaming Tree files. It kind of opens up like this. Now on this one, I stamped it on the back because I wasn't really sure where I guess you could have here, but the stamp I wanted to use was bigger than this space, so the back worked the best. So that's what I did. And then this one's going to be for hubby. I made one for my son too. Actually, I think the one I made for my son, I already had in my stash. Sometimes I make some up ahead of time and I just don't stamp them until I decide who they're going to. So I found one in there that I liked for him. This one's going to be for hubby, and I made a boo-boo when I stamped too, but at this point I am not fixing it. You know, if things hadn't gotten so crazy, I might have replaced it. This you're supposed to wind up, and then when you open it, it's supposed to spin. It doesn't work. And I'm sure that's my fault. I was having trouble when I was trying. I don't think I used the right type of string in there, but it's fine. It's still cute. And then I was working on some Christmas ornaments. We usually give our daughters cash for Christmas, our kids. But I decided for the girls to make them a little something too. And my older daughter, and I kind of made a boo-boo on a couple of these, but I'm not going to worry about it, really likes Wizard of Oz. So I did some like decoupage type ornaments. I found the images online and I printed them out and then cut them out with a circle die and Mod Podged them onto there. This is one, it kind of stuck to something, but I kind of made them double-sided. The Scarecrow, the Wizard, the color behind. That's the Tin Man, duh. And then the Emerald City's on the back. Dorothy and Toto. And then the Wicked Witch and the Ruby Slippers. I'm still working. I still want to work on some for my daughter, my other daughter. My younger daughter really likes The Simpsons, so I had those that I was maybe thinking about. But I also had bought that Princess wrapping paper, and I was thinking about making ornaments with that. Now, my oldest daughter really likes Belle, so I probably did want that one for her. And I know my younger daughter really likes Mulan. And I think Rapunzel, but Rapunzel wasn't on this wrapping paper, because surprisingly Aurora was, which Aurora is my favorite. So but I'm debating which ones to do for the younger girl, whether to do the princesses. There's a lot of princesses here. There's Cinderella. There's Ariel. There's Merida. Tiana, which I have never seen that movie. Was for the neighbor kids. I always do some sort of sucker holder. And I decided to go ahead and do up some extras. I need to see about getting more of the suckers. These are the Tootsie Roll candy cane ones. I want to look for one more bag. I think I have time to see if I can find a bag this weekend and send enough for my daughter to give them to her classroom. Now, they had this where you did the paper piecing with it, but I found it in the Cricut Design Space. I think it was a community project. I took it and flattened it so that I did it as a print and cut, so I didn't have to do all. I'm just getting too close to the wire to have to assemble too many things, so I was trying to find ways to kind of circumvent it, and I think it still looks really cute this way. So I'll have one of these for each of the neighbor kids, and then, like I said, I need to try to pick up another pack of the suckers so that I can give my daughter some so that she can hand them out to her students. Because I made her little pumpkin boxes at Halloween, and I thought she would fill them with something. She goes, I didn't even bother to fill them. She goes, the kids still loved them. She goes, I didn't even realize that you would use different paper until they're like, oh, I want this one, I want that one. She's like, what do you mean? What difference does it make? And they're like, well, the paper's different. She goes, so I didn't even realize the paper was different until then. She goes, but they noticed right away. So they had to each get the paper they wanted.